everybody. So I just wanted to make a quick video. Well, not so quick. This is my thoughts on post Final Shape Destiny 2. I'm gonna try to do this all in one take, so hopefully nothing happens, but it is what it is if something does happen. Currently you're watching episode gameplay. Can't tell you what's different between episodes and seasons, which we'll get into later, but you know. Anyway, so first week was pretty good. I enjoyed the story. I had to rush it on all three, or my other two characters. The first character, I took a little bit of my time. Um, got it all done. Did the Still Hunt exotic quest. Got Microcosm. I did a bunch of stuff. Right. Just farmed up what I wanted. And after I farmed up what I wanted, I went ahead and got ready for the day one raid. We attempted it. Basically didn't make any progress because friend had to go to the hospital or whatever. Well, he didn't have to go to the hospital. I mean, he had to go, but it wasn't because of him. Um, but yeah, so we just basically didn't do shit that day. He came back, and then we started doing the raid again. Then he fell asleep, so that's fun. So I guess we just didn't want it enough. Is what it is. Saturday didn't even bother. I didn't care. I was like, whatever, man. Um, and then we got it done. Well, four of us got it done when the actual raid came out, when it contest left. Um, it was pretty fun experience. I enjoyed it. I like the raid. I like the encounters. My friends understand the shape room, which I don't get. It's so easy. I drew a whole diagram for them. It's literally just make sure each side doesn't have the same shape twice. Like, what the fuck? How hard is that? But anyway, so my issues with the raid after week one. It's the burns. Now, I know they have been saying, or I tweeted yesterday, that they're getting rid of the burns and shit, and hopefully everything goes back to the way it should be. And then I also saw people discussing, hey, burns made, this was such a dumb opinion. Burns make it so that more stuff is runnable. That is such a fucking lie. What actually happens is if you LFG, say it's Arc and Stasis, which it is right now. If you don't have a good roll of Crux Termination or a good cold front or cold comfort, whatever the fuck the rock is called, um, you don't have a good linear alternative for either of those two elements. You don't have anything else to run in those elements. Guess what? You're getting kicked. Um, that's just what it is. So the ideal loadout would be Celestial Nighthawk, Hunter, Still Hunt, and a Crux with explosive light. And if you don't have that, and we're everybody, you're a random, right? You keep dying, you're not hitting enough damage, you keep wasting our revives, and we have to wipe because we just run out, you're just gonna get kicked. It is what it is. If you're a Titan, you're getting kicked too. Or we're being asked to switch, and if you don't have other characters, you're gonna be, kicked. Wanna know why? Because Arc Titan ain't doing shit, Stasis Titan ain't doing shit. The only Titan super that can do shit is the new one, Twilight Arsenal. And my problems are because it's LFG, right? LFGs are always fucking stupid. It's like basically an 80% chance you get a dumb LFG, right? So they'll either somehow pop the super before the witness does the blast and then get hit with the blast, right? They'll go too high during the jump and think they can do damage, and then they fuck it up, and then it's a waste of time, and then they probably fall to the ground and die. Because by the time they hit the ground, he's doing another blast or whatever. There's so many things that can go wrong, right? I mean, you definitely do it. I'm not saying you can't. You can. But, the only other option I can think of is Ursa Furiosa Titan. And, I mean, while that's good and all, it's just I'd rather have more damage. And it doesn't really help. I mean, you can have one Ursa's, right? And then, the rest would be Hunters. That's fine. I can see you getting away with that. Or maybe a Warlock, 4 Hunters, but I just cannot see you getting away with all fucking Titans. There's no way. There's no damage there. And being locked to Arc and Stasis for extra damage, or Arc Stasis right now for extra damage doesn't help either. It really reduces what's runnable. The raid being minus what? It's -5 now, and then our damage dealt is minus a shit ton compared to the other seasons. I don't get that, right? I know Bungie pours a lot of resources, a lot of money, a lot of dev time into these raids, right? So why not have normal mode raids like they've always been be accessible to everybody? It's 1945. I'm looking at it right now. The power for it's 1940 goddamn 5. So why in the flying fuck is it that a 2000 Titan cannot complete it because they're not hitting enough damage? What the actual fuck is going on? Now, I'm so glad they're getting rid of it, But I don't understand people that are defending this system. It's fucking dog shit. I don't care how you feel about it. Bungie needs players to actually play the fucking raids and do them so that they have an incentive to keep making these fucking things. Like, I'm sorry to tell you, but if nobody does raids, guess what? It's gonna go the way of Gambit and fucking die. I mean, we already don't know if there's a reprised raid coming out. I'm pretty sure they said no, so guess what? Anybody that wanted Wrath of the Machine, it doesn't matter. They're not even counting Rise of Iron as an actual expansion anymore. They don't even fucking acknowledge it, right? It's basically fucking cut content, or what were it called? I forget what the term is, but it's when they get rid of things in the fucking lore or whatever. I don't know what the fuck it's called. Retcon, there it is. Basically retcon out of the story, and now, you know, if people aren't completing Salvation's Edge, they're gonna be like, oh wow, people must really not like raids anymore. We should start focusing more on this shitty seasonal stuff, and, you know, whatever. And just make sure more of that same old shit, right? So no, I want the normal mode raid to be fine for everybody to do. I want every class to be able to fucking beat it with relative ease. Um, I also want Master to be where the hard shit's actually at. Throw the elements in there if you really fucking need them. If you really want Surge so bad, fine, put it in Master, right? Day one is always day one. Contest should be hard. No, obviously. But Masters when it should actually be hard for all players, right? That's where I think it should be hard. Not the fucking standard 1945 raid, dude. No, 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 no. Let fucking trash players experience the goddamn game. I don't care. Fuck this elitist bullshit about a normal mode fucking raid. Who cares, man? If it's really that much of a deal, tell Bungie to make Master either harder, more rewarding. I don't know. Tell them to do something with Master then. That's the whole reason it's there, right? Like, fuck me. It's so dumb, right? Anyway, let's see here. My next system that I want to talk about, thankfully they're removing this shit. Uh, Pathfinder, my next issue. The Pathfinder on the Pale Heart's perfectly fine. I'm okay with it. The Pathfinder for fucking rituals is dog shit because they're shared. So that means my go to the Vanguard one and it's got Crucible and Gambit bounties because it's all the fucking same. And these are bounties. I don't care what anybody says. These are fucking bounties. Look at this. I'll read one out. Defeat combatants while in the Vanguard playlist. 50 and you get XP. Wow, that's a fucking bounty, a repeatable bounty reward. That is a repeatable bounty, okay? I don't give a fuck, right? So what I don't understand is why are these all intertwined? Because say I'm a Vanguard player. There are players like this out there. I don't care if you want to acknowledge them as players or not. I don't give a fuck. They exist. They're only going to do Vanguard. They don't want to touch Gambit or Crucible, right? Gambit doesn't get updated for shit. It's a dead game mode, right? They got Shadow Legion and Onslaught still only has Fallen and Hive, which is ridiculous. That's a different issue, right? Um, so if they don't want to update Gambit, why should we play it, right? I don't know what the fuck's going on with Crucible, right? Trials gets updates, but Crucible really, whatever, fuck. I don't care anymore. I've given up. I've tried so hard for Crucible to be back what it was, and it's not going to be that anymore. I don't know. Whatever. All right, I don't care. They don't care, I don't care. So that means Vanguard, right? So my issue is the last two nodes I need to do before I activate the path completion reward and get the, you know, the priming grand, the bright dust, enhancement prisms, all that shit, right? I need to do, say I'm a Vanguard player, keep this in mind, I only want to do Vanguard shit, PvE shit. My last two bounties are Gambit and Crucible. So I can't, if I was only a Vanguard player, can't fucking do it. So here's my solutions. I don't know if this only has a certain amount of resets per week. It probably does. I don't know the exact number because I haven't done this enough. It's not worth it to me. Because I don't feel like fucking doing Gambit. I don't feel like going out of my way to do certain things. I just don't care, right? Some people will find this rewarding, right? The Bright Dust is definitely an incentive. It's pretty good. I wish there was more materials besides enhancement prisms. Maybe throw some cores, shards, maybe. All that shit, right? Not like, oh my god, shards. I should have said Ascendant shards. Because I know some people are gonna be like, legendary shards don't exist. Anyway, so if there's only 5 total resets you get per week of the what's it called, the ritual shits, make it so that each of them are separate. So like Vanguard gets only Vanguard, Crucible gets only Crucible, and Gambit gets only Gambit, but they share the resets, right? So if I reset my Pathfinder 3 times in Vanguard, 2 times in Crucible, that's all 5 for the week, and I don't get anything from Gambit. You know what I mean? That should be very simple to follow. If you can't follow that, then I don't know what the fuck's wrong with your brain, but you might need to go like read a book or something. I don't know. Do something to be more intelligent. I couldn't tell you. It's that's commonly like easy to understand. Like if my dog can understand it, then anybody can understand it, right? My alternative to that also is keep the system the way it is now, where it's a chaos with whatever the fuck Gambit, Vanguard, Crucibles just mixed into one bullshit, and then you got the mixture, right? How about this then? So say I complete 3 nodes and I need 2 nodes left. My last 2 nodes are Vanguard, or not Vanguard, are Crucible and Gambit. Again, the example is I only want to do Vanguard here. Let me pay some Glimmer and to reset all the nodes on the board that aren't completed. So then the Crucible one would either become a Gambit or Vanguard, the Vanguard or the Gambit would either become a Crucible or Gambit, and then the Vanguard would either become a Crucible or Gambit, or whatever the fuck, right? Just make it so that I can just reset it and figure out what I want to do, right? That's so fine. Take the resource, right? The whole idea of legendary shards being gone now is that we have to play the game to fucking get materials way harder now, right? That's the whole idea. We gotta play more of the game because we can't stockpile Glimmer. So throw some Glimmer in this fucking ritual Pathfinder shit, and I'll fucking do it, right? Throw it in the bounties or whatever. Throw it in the completion rotation, whatever. Fine. There you go. More incentive, easier for me to want to do, and it's also, not a pain in the ass for me to jump through hoops to get it done. Um, Other than that, fuck. Okay, I completely. This is how irrelevant it is. The episode, or better yet, the shitty season that is advertised as different content. Okay. Um, First off, still weekly time gated. Cool. Now it's even more heavily time gated because now we got acts. Wow. Okay. So before the season dropped, you could get engrams for the season and you could get like reprise weapons or whatever. And so only the sidearm and the scout rifle for Season of the Dawn was dropping. And I was like, okay, when the shit actually drops, maybe you'll unlock all of them. Nope, just the linear. So now I have all 3 of those with decent rolls. I have 24 days until I guess 2 more come out, right? And then for 24 days, I'll have 42 days after Act 2 drops to farm out 2 weapons with a decent roll. That is bullshit. I don't care. Because it's not going to take that long. We all know it. We all fucking know it. It's not going to take that long. Like, it's the seasonal content just stripped harder. It's ridiculous, right? And now I'm just gonna say some shit and then I want an answer if you can. So what the fuck is the difference between a season and an episode, right? They advertise episodes as being different, right? Different content, different how they're gonna do it, different model, right? A different model for the battle pass, the different model for our post expansion content. So why in the flying fuck is it that when I go to my, my tab or whatever, where my store, destinations, all that shit is, why is it called season pass still, huh? It's not supposed to be a season, right? So why is it called season pass? Why the fuck are the challenges called seasonal challenges, right? Uh, what the fuck's going on? It's not supposed to be a season, right? It's supposed to be an episode. That was the whole point of them changing the name, is that they wanted it to be different content. Season ranks, okay. Season pass. Why is it not an episode pass? Right? And now here, you're gonna see why I'm bitching about them calling it an episode and not a season, and them specifically saying it's different content, right? So the arena, the breach executable, is what I expect out of seasonal content. It's a 3-player activity. You defend a thing, you put some resource in, you can, as an extra little bonus, you can use the fucking, basically the Keitel hammer to get extra little resources so you get extra rewards at the end. Or you can slam them in the helm. That's pretty cool. I'm okay with that. I like that. It's unique. I think the fucking Hydras hit so goddamn hard in the, what is it called now? The expert mode, but that's okay. It's fine, right? My Oh god. Okay. Look, the Enigma protocol, corrupted data, is fucking stupid. And I'm just gonna say why. It's not that I find it hard. I've beaten it. It's, or at least done a few rotations. I don't know if there's an end. I don't care. Right? I'm not going to be doing this. It gives you a lot of XP, a lot of rewards. That's perfectly fine. But it is season of the goddamn fucking splicer content. It is I'm pretty sure it's the Korea mission, by the way. Because I've been in that fucking map before. So it's reused fucking content. So how are they gonna be like, this is an episode, not a season, new content, more content, right? And you're getting less seasons, so it's more bulk content. So why the flying fuck are they dropping the first one that is supposed to showcase us that this shit is different with reused content? what in the fuck is this shit? I don't care, right? I genuinely don't care. This is just disgustingly stupid. And I'm whatever, man. I'm pissed. I hope it gets better, but I fucking doubt it. So whatever. And them saying, "Oh, we're bringing back the dreadnought. Oh, your nostalgia when you were back in middle school. Oh my god, the dreadnought." I don't care. All right, look, I like the dreadnought, but I I care way more for me wanting to actually play this game than not. And right now, I don't give a flying fuck about this season shit. I'm gonna be honest. I don't care. Um, moving away from that, because now I'll get into some positives. I really like the fucking exotic mission for the class items. I know this is like still this is final shape, right? And it's for the final shape. But that mission is so good. I loved it. I know a lot of people are like, I don't have a friend or whatever, and I don't want to do it with someone else. I don't know. It's an anxiety fucking thing. I used to have anxiety in middle school, dude. I know what it's like to not like want to talk to people. Guess what? If you want this shit, go fucking do it. You could type in the goddamn chat for if you want. It's not that hard. Or screen share on Discord, and then the other guy can just read your fucking clock and tell you which one to shoot. Like I don't understand. I could not play Destiny if I didn't have a friend, at least one friend playing this. um I just couldn't. It would be so fucking boring. I'd be so goddamn bored not being able to do raids or GMs. What the fuck, dude? I like what? No. I'd be like, no, this fucking sucks. All right, so just either stop bitching about it or go on LG, because I if Bungie were to do something, I'd want it to be the most grindy, annoying fucking quest on the planet, because I don't care. I'm so sick of things getting handed out in Destiny, and I'm so like Still Hunt is literally handed out to you. I don't care. It's like a 10-20 minute mission setup thing, whatever, to get it from beginning to end after you beat the final shape campaign. And I swear to God, it is so fucking good and so free. So guess what? You having to talk to another person for 10-15 minutes of your life, get the hell out of here, dude. Just fucking do it. But if they were to add a quest to get it for people that don't fucking have one person or LG, whatever, what I would do is say, let's do a quest line, make it like 20 steps or whatever, and obviously a bunch of the steps are talking to people, and make it so that you're going around collecting bullshit, and you're basically making the class item, right? So you're collecting things for the light, things for the dark, you're collecting stuff from the past, whatever. And then you're forging it all into one, and then it becomes the exotic, and then you're able to farm it. Fine. There you go. But like, it's such a good mission that I wouldn't even want that. If you really missed out on that quest, that's ridiculous. But that mission is ridiculous. It's so good though. The duplicating class items inside that mission, I hope that never goes away. That's pretty cool. Um, that's all I could think about. GMs are coming out next week. I was told the linear isn't coming out until July for GMs. So that's fucking ridiculous. But I hope you all have a fantastic day. I'm gonna go put this together.